Welcome back to In Ohio Country today, and joining me now is Andrea Gillespie, and we're at Republic Mills in beautiful Okolona, Ohio. If you don't know where that's at, we're up here in Henry County. Andrea, let's talk a little bit about your business. It's an incredible family-owned operation that creates a variety of different products, including Farrier's Magic.
It does, Dan. We have owned Republic Mills since 1995. Republic Mills was formerly Hudson Feeds, and they've been in business since the 30s. So this place has been around for a really long time. Started out as a regional feed manufacturer. The industry has changed since then, and we've rolled into some natural fertilizers, some horse supplements, and other kinds of niche toe milling type things that other people need pelletized.
So, Andrea, let's talk a little bit about how these are produced and the different products that are produced, the ingredients that make up those products, and some of the other people that you work with, some big names out there.
Okay, Dan, we, because we're local and because we're small, we try to deal with as many local companies as we can. We outsource our ingredients from local companies like Poet and Lipsick, Manel, Anderson's, Bunge and Delphus. As many local companies as we can pull in as our as our products, that's what we like to do.
We talked on our podcast a little bit about some of the distribution of the product and where it's going to, and you had some interesting comments about working with Chewy and where some of this product is being sent.
Sure, we started with Chewy in April of 2020. It originally started with our Farrier's Magic product because it's an online sales product that we carry, and our Hudson Feed line just kind of followed suit with that. I wouldn't say by accident. I don't think anything's by accident, but it was kind of an off-the-cuff comment of, hey, you want this too? And they said, sure. So we've got Hudson Feeds out here, and we are selling it all over the country. It's been in every state of the United States. I've got a map at home that has information of where we're going and stuff, and it's really neat to see something from Okolona, Ohio that barely has a dot on the map going all over the United States. Customers come to us looking for all kinds of niche things. They've got a new market that they think they can get into. They need something pelletized. They need something granulated. They need something blended. They come to us with their formulas and say, can you do it? And we're small enough that we can give it a try. So we've got all kinds of things. You took a tour of this warehouse, and there are all kinds of things that we're into and that we're doing. And you know, one customer wants one kind of bag, someone else wants something, and customer service really is what we're about. So whatever you want, you tell us, and we'll do our very best to make it happen. We do a lot of work for the Andersons. They're a good family-owned business, started small and have gotten pretty big over the years. So it's an honor to be called upon by them to help them, you know, with their sales and what they're trying to do. So it's fun to be a part of it.
You know, we talked at one time during our podcast about some advice that your grandfather gave you. Now, of course, we're sitting in a beautiful building that was a college project of yours that you did with your grandfather. But one of the statements that he made was not putting all your eggs into one basket, and that diversification that you offer here. Let's first talk about this incredible facility that you built with your grandpa and that story.
Sure. We are sitting in a warehouse that we built in 1998. It was roughly the time that I was graduating from college, and typically the last course that you take in college is kind of your final project. So the final project was develop a business plan, and I already had a business that I was coming home to, and so can I develop an extension or a growth plan? And at that point in time, we had a warehouse that sits across the road, and it's probably 40 feet by 70 feet. We were working out of that, so that was not conducive to purchasing products in advance. It was not conducive to bulk purchase prices, those kinds of things. And so that was something that my grandpa and I put together. I was always with my grandpa. I've learned all kinds of business things, probably learned more business things from my grandpa than I did with a college education, but I needed both. So Grandpa and I kind of put this together, and it was my senior project, but it was also something that he and I spent a lot of time on blueprints and design and just good quality family time together. There's not a time that I don't walk through this warehouse that Grandpa's not with me. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's very cool. And you've been very successful at reaching into that ag community and producing these products.
Sure, and that's a lot of the diversification that we have. And you talk about the diversification of ag. Yes, you have feeds that feed animals. We all eat. Whether you are a vegetarian or not, you still eat. So there's still plants, there's still animals. Go past eating, most of us have a yard. We do a lot of some organic fertilizers. Most of them are termed more natural fertilizers just because of the history of where the product comes from. It isn't that it's not natural and safe, that it just doesn't meet the qualification of the FDA for organic certified.
Right.
So we have both, but it really does. It affects every aspect of our lives. Our pets, our possibly livestock. I think there's chickens all over the place that I didn't know people had. Your grass, all kinds of things. It's agriculture. Do you drive a car? Ethanol. It's a byproduct of corn. Distillers, do you drink alcohol? Do you drink beer? All of those industries are impacted by agriculture.
We talk about distillers and distillers grain. One of our fine sponsors, Poet, is one of the companies that you work with to get product from to create the things that you do.
Yes, it is. We get all of our distillers from Poet.
Andrea, we want to talk a little bit about that organic fertilizer product that you produce. Of course, we've done a lot of stories recently with Director of Agriculture Dorothy Polanda and talking about the H2 Ohio program. And Henry County, of course, lies in the western Lake Erie watershed. And everybody's concerned about water quality, but this is a product that now homeowners can purchase so that they can do their part in improving the water quality, not only here in northwest Ohio, but throughout Ohio and throughout the United States, in fact.
Sure, that's absolutely right, Dan. We have multiple products that we do for other customers. We have one that we do for ourselves. It's sitting down here is our Play On, and it's actually run through the Farrier's Magic line, and you can get it through Chewy. It's an all-natural product. It's byproducts of grain, so what you're putting on your yard, it's 100% natural. So it's something that you can do to help, the pollution of Lake Erie and the problems that we're having with the Lake Erie watershed right now. I have used it on my yard for probably 15 years. Of a variety of that product. We released our Graze On product, which is also a Farrier's Magic product for pastures. A lot of urban people have pastures. They have horses. They have small animals. So it's same product marketed a little bit differently. Everything that we have as far as a Hudson Feeds line, Farrier's Magic line, and our organic fertilizer line can all be purchased on the internet and is going all kinds of places, which is neat to see.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool. Hey, before we let you go and we talk about the websites, we want to give a big shout out to a friend of ours, Ron Kantner from Wapakoneta, who helped set this up. Ron, and you maybe want to talk a little bit about the product that he uses and how you got to know Ron.
Sure. I've known Ron Kantner most all of my career. He bought feed back from us at the elevator back in, I guess, the early 90s. He's been a customer for a long time. Kind of fell off in between, and when we picked up the Farrier's Magic line, I called Ron and just took a shot in the dark and said, hey, I've got this product. Would you be interested in trying it out? Would you be interested in helping me? Have a really good relationship and friendship with Ron Kantner, and I appreciate him. He uses our hoof supplement. I believe that's what he started out with, and then we have formulated a complete horse feed that is not corn-based. It's beet pulp-based. So they're able to process it a little bit better. Any kind of gut issues you may have with your horses, pretty well clears a lot of those up. And Ron does a lot of chiropractic work on horses, and in that and pressure points and that kind of thing, he can sense and he can know a lot of what a horse is struggling with, and he's been very helpful in distributing our products because he believes in them.
Andrea, let's talk about your websites.
We have two websites. We have republicmills.com, and it does the best that it can to get information out there, but because we do so much, it's very difficult to put that on a website. So if you don't see what you're needing or interested in on that website, please give us a call. If we don't know the answer or we can't find it, we've got the outlets and we've got the reach to figure out what you're looking for, how we may be able to get it, or maybe we just misunderstood a question or whatever. We can work with you. So give us a call on that one. Our second website is farriersmagic.com. You can order off of that website. It's free shipping off of that website. Our 50-pound products are not free shipping. Those all go through Chewy. They've got a better shipping gig than I do, so I'll let them take care of that. It does still ship out of here, and it's still out of our warehouse on our hands, but they have the niche with FedEx, so we'll let them do the shipping across the country. But those are our two websites, Dan.
Once again, from beautiful Okolona, Ohio, here in Henry County, our guest has been Andrea Gillespie. Andrea, thanks for joining us.
It was good to be here. Thanks.
And for more information, as always, check us out on the web at inohiocountry.com. That's inohiocountry.com. We'll be back with more right after this.
Closed captioning paid for in part by the following. Dye Real Estate and Land Company specializes in farmland and recreational land throughout Ohio. A company for people who enjoy the rural lifestyle and looking to buy or sell their land. All of our land agents are members of the Realtors Land Institute and have extensive experience in farming and agricultural land business. At Dye Real Estate and Land Company, we'll work with you to tailor-fit a plan that works best for you, your family, and your investments. Our services include 1031 tax-deferred exchanges, land brokerage, land auctions, and CMAs and valuations for estates and planning. We are Dye Real Estate and Land Company. Call us today and visit our website at dyerealestate.com. Dye Real Estate and Land Company. We know the land business because we live it every day.